it's very unusual to find people talking about wealth formula, especially for spiritual groups. And I am the only one right from the beginning have been insisting that life will be more miserable without money. So I used to say, as early as 1990s, when I started teaching in this country, that life is miserable no matter what, but be miserable with money rather than without it. Because if you are without money, life will be more miserable. That's why it's very important to be practical about the acquisition of wealth. And I'm very happy to teach. Anything that I teach will always have an undertone to the acquisition of wealth, whether you are, at a humble level or a rich person. It doesn't matter. And wealth makes you authentic. Most people have problem with scarcity consciousness. Who is at fault? Their own mindset. But then their mindset is not their own either, because this is genetic, it's environmental, and also it is part of the soul, which is beyond genes. So at the soul level, you have inherited this scarcity consciousness. At the genetic level, biologically, you have inherited it, and then at the environmental level, you have been victimized by where you live and the peers, and that causes a lot of problem. So you have to clean up that consciousness. Now, look at your own mind. How do you look at your mind? Look at your thoughts. You cannot separate them. Although you can if you go deep into it. I'm not going to go into that. Now the mind and the thoughts are mixed up, and then you cannot separate it. And by looking at your thoughts, you will know whether there is conflict or not at your mind level. Number one, you just look at how many times you are thinking about money, either positively or negatively. Positively meaning that you are more in an optimistic mindset, which may include even fantasy. That's even better than the negative set of mind, which even though you are not too bad, it will make it worse because of the negativity you have. So the first thing is to analyze how many negative thoughts you have towards money, and that's scarcity. And look at your friends and relatives, your parents, and everyone, every acquaintance you have, and who they are. And what is your common interest? Most people will immediately understand it is just miserable to know that you have been surrounded by people who are already miserable on the wealth level. And what are you going to do? Are you going to go fight with them? No. You have to fight only with you, with your own mind, and say, look, I'm not going to play this game. I have to play a different game, more pleasant, profitable, productive game. And that game is to first fill your mind with prosperity thoughts. That's very important. And then remove all the negative thoughts. Shreem Brzee.
Brzee.